Uh, all right. So I already mentioned on Twitter what I was going to talk about, so I'm just gonna get right into it. We all know that SMG4 got hacked, like about I'll say like day and a half ago. I'll just say 2 days ago, and it's literally thrown the entirety of the SMG4 and the glitch community into a bit of a clusterfuck. Everyone's losing their minds. Everyone's upset, molding, seething, and definitely not coping. The only reason I was aware of the situation was because, as some of you might know, I'm a mod for an SMG4 34. Haha, yeah, I know. Then NSFW artist is a mod for the loot server. But anyway, the point is, I'm a mod for the adult SMG4 34 Discord server. And it popped up on my feed that SMG4 got hacked. Now, he put out a tweet about it. um, I looked at it, looked it over, waited for a little bit, and turns out it was really freaking serious. He got hacked and he lost access to a lot of things that he had. Now, it was very serious, of course. And the only reason I was put on high alert was because recently a lot of my own server members have been getting hacked, or they've been clicking suspicious links, which I'm gonna say you all know better. Why the hell do I have to tell you stop clicking suspicious links? Jesus Christ. I've literally had to either kick or ban like two or three of my own server members because they were hacked and started posting suspicious links. So, in the event that someone like SMG4, who I am thoroughly certain is aware about cybersecurity and things of that nature, uh, the fact that he was hacked, it was such a serious thing. So I was like, damn, okay, you guys really got to be careful. So in the event, as before said, okay, I've been hacked. Don't click any suspicious links from my account. I made sure my followers knew about it. Anyone that was in my other Discord servers that I'm a part of knew about it. I even retweeted it. And I just proceeded to keep a close eye on the situation to make sure no one, was affected by this. But as the day went on, and more things came to light, the more I began to realize something very crucial about this entire situation. A lot of people have been assuming this is a fan that hacked his account just by how zany, memey, and unserious this dude was when he had his account. He even changed SG4's name to the from the official account to something else stupid, kept sharing links, kept following what SG4 was doing, pretending that, oh no, I'm back, he's lying, I'm actually back, and SG4 had to play freaking ping pong with the situation. And in theory, that might seem possible, but there's something really eerie about the entirety of this. Okay, if it was a fan, they would have went about this an entirely different way. If he had access to everything that SMG4 had, he would have like posted some cringe video or posted some entirely stupid stuff, or either nuked everything he had. There's two types of SMG4 fans. There are the actual children that don't know any better, and quite frankly, if this was a child doing the hacking, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves, and it would probably get themselves into a heap load of shit, and this thing would have been resolved in less than a day, not a full day, and definitely not 2 days going forward. And if it was an adult, then most likely it was someone that, I have to say, no offense to anyone that likes a GG4 to that T, they need to touch grass. And if they were so pressed about what SMG4 was doing to the point of hacking him, they would have either nuked something they're not okay with, being a Discord server or a Twitter, or even nuked his entire YouTube channel. And if it was some fan that really wanted money, they would have just did their best to hold on to his YouTube account and just let the income flow, or posted some cringe video that would get a lot of like, hate comments, a lot of views because this isn't the real SMG4. There's a lot of the ways they could have played this if it was a fan. But they did none of these things. Instead, they held on to everything. As far as I was aware, the official server, the official SMG4 Discord server, wasn't nuked. It was just locked. People were locked. They couldn't do anything. Mods couldn't do anything. And aside from his tweets being deleted on Twitter, it just felt really odd. The actions didn't correlate. So I know people are like, Lil, what are you getting at? Are you saying it was someone he knows? I feel like it was someone he knows. Because the way SG4, when he got his Twitter account back, which thank God he got his Twitter account back, he shed some light on the situation. He explained that someone, a friend of his, someone I think he works with on an SMG4 channel making thumbnails and such, Ben Jojo, he got hacked. Now, again, like I said, SMG4 is very much aware of cybersecurity. He had a whole freaking episode. I think he even had 2 episodes like talking about this exact situation. And I looked at the screenshot. You can find the screenshots on Twitter. He's definitely not. He's not hiding it. The SMG4, it's literally in his media tab. You go on the media tab, you can scroll down, you can see the screenshots for yourself. Most hackers, I know like hackers come in different forms, shapes, and sizes, but if it was a fan, a hacker wouldn't go through the trouble of literally targeting someone specifically SMG4 talks to. And I know SMG4 has a large array of people, but clearly he has a close circle, especially with someone that works right alongside him. The simple fact is, hacker went through the trouble of going through someone that SMG4 knows or would actually trust to even press a suspicious link, in which case it wasn't even put in a suspicious way. The way it was formatted, he was having a conversation with them, something SMG4 would wholeheartedly believe and even fold to. And the fact he went through the trouble pretending to be Ben Jojo to get SMG4 to lower his guard so he can get into his computer, get all his passwords, get into his Chrome, it's very sus. This feels premeditated, and fans don't premeditate shit. Yeah, they act like they don't touch grass, but the most I've ever interacted with this community, half of them aren't even this smart or this methodical. And when they act methodical, it's just only to be edgy or to be creepy. Very few people have I come across that I would say are in actual freaking danger. And to add more to this, when they did get everything back, the hacker dude still has the original like Twitter, whatever the hell's going on, and he has this, and he has all these things. He has access to all his passwords, and no, SMG4 did not explain everything that he was hacked with. We just know he was really hacked on Twitter and Discord, and it's just recently come to light he has access to financial information from, Luke and Kev, their financial information, or maybe just Luke in general, but financial information in general. We don't know the extent of how much he was hacked. And if Luke was hacked so catastrophically, there would be more consequences than this dude memeing. And I know it'd be like, oh, look, that just means he's a fan or he's just a stupid idiot. No, because the next thing that happened was that, SMG4 celebrated, and I kind of wish he hadn't done this, but he started kind of laughing with everyone in celebration about how everyone in the fan base was griefing the hacker as if griefing would do anything. And he started at least laughing with everyone about like the funny messages and DMs or saying, which, yeah, they were funny, but this is no laughing situation. He had access to all your things. Now we're seeing that the hacker is now leaking information that he has. And if this was just some kid or some fan or crazy fan or some idiot, they wouldn't wait to leak info. They would have gotten everything and left. He's still sticking around. It's like he's waving his dick around as if, haha, you can't touch me or try and touch me. I feel like this is a goat or something is deeper going on. I'm in a lot of SMG4 based discords, and I will say I do have some loose connections to some of the people that, do work around SMG4 or work with him or have worked with him once or have talked to him once. I'm just trying to get my fucking words together because the situation it's sus to say the least, and I don't mean to meme about it, but I literally had my ears to the air about this whole situation, and everything just doesn't seem right, including the whole thing where people are like, oh, the hacker is a guy from Turkey. No sensible hacker that has thought about this to this degree would ever let his location be known so easily. So for everyone to be okay being like, oh yeah, he's from Turkey, they're gonna do something about it. And there's no way this is gonna end like peacefully. It's been 2 days, maybe going on 3 days, to be honest. And if this was just like a simple hack, okay, as soon as SMG4 and Luke Kev got all their shit back, most hackers would just dip. They would leave the vicinity, leave the premises, wipe anything they could have. But somehow, some way, people Luke and Kev have info on this dude. How? Okay, I can assume maybe people understand technology and cyberware a little bit better, so maybe they traced whoever this dude is, I would still think it's sus because a hacker would usually have a VPN. So I honestly think the whole him being from Turkey is false. I feel like it's a VPN and no one knows any better. But say they have personal information and it's being talked about, how easy would they get this personal information? Like, it just seems weird. This feels like something that is between the hacker and SMG4. Am I insinuating that this may be someone SMG4 was close with? Possibly. Maybe it was an old employee, or maybe someone got mad at SMG4 about something. Who knows? But all I know is this was premeditated. This was thought about heavily. And the attacker, well, the hacker he attacked. I feel like this is the entirety of an attack. Regardless of which, I'm not trying to spread conspiracy theories or anything. I'm just trying to explain and establish why this is so serious and why what I'm about to say next may seem very odd to everyone. Please, everyone, exhibit caution. I know this fan base is very volatile when it comes to this fandom, be you a liker or someone that appreciates or watches Glitch or just the SMG4 series as a whole, or someone that just stopped that might just really, that just want to just support Luke and Kevin. I completely understand wanting to support them. But please, if you have no professional or actual experience for something like this, like getting hacked, don't worm yourself in this situation. I feel like this is just a cleanup and just making sure Luke and Kev need to just make sure everything they have is under lock and key and everything is heavily protected. We don't know what else the hacker managed to access from Luke and Kevin's computer. So that is very important. And anyone trying to play, as I would like to say, Captain Save-A-Ho, and I'm like, oh, we're going to rally together and punish this hacker and grief them, and I have a friend that's also a hacker. Don't do it. This situation just seems very odd. And the last thing anyone would want is to be on someone like this's bad side. I'm not saying, oh, if you attack the hacker, you'll get hacked. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a possibility for someone to make a huge mistake or get into something they shouldn't be getting into. Honestly, this is between Luke, Kevin, and whatever friend group they have helping them out in the situation, and the person, the guilty party, which is the hacker. I am going to preface anyone in my Discord, please, for the love of God, don't do anything. If you have information on the hacker, please send it to Luke, Kev, Ben Jojo, or anyone you know that can get a hold of SMG4 themselves. Send it to Cube or whoever the original SMG4 Discord mods are. This is a serious situation. This isn't something like, oh, someone is like posting cringe or someone's simping for Maggie heavily or someone's just making like a bunch of hate posts or Reddit and just mass spamming them. No, this is a hacker. This is someone that can get access to your personal information and is currently doxing Luke as we speak. So I want everyone to exhibit caution. I'm not saying stay out of the situation, but I'm saying keep an arm's length away from the situation. If you don't know what you're doing or don't know what's going on, and both don't try and be a martyr. Don't try and find this to be a way, oh, I can be friends with SMG4 or I can get close or I can be the savior of the community. No, there are people SMG4 already has helping him in the situation. And if you want to be one that actually knows something about this, then please go ahead. But please exhibit caution. Again, don't click any suspicious links. If you think you know your friends, always make sure, double check if they're okay, because it seems very easy for people to lose their accounts on Discord especially. But double authenticate, do a double authentication. I know that shit is a pain in the ass, but do double authentication. I'm going to do that myself. Be aware, keep your accounts under lock and key. And I hope Luke and Kev settle this matter. I hope things get back on track. No one deserves this, whether or not you like Luke or Kev or like the content they make. No one deserves this. I wouldn't wish this upon anyone, unless, I'm kidding. No, seriously. I wouldn't wish this really on anyone. And I want everyone I watch over in the Discord server to be careful. I want my friends to be careful. And I want anyone that follows me to be careful. I don't particularly like using my platform for things like this. I like keeping it like swell, neat, show you guys NSFW content, draw some stuff, maybe do wacky zany stuff, maybe trigger the community for shits and lulls, but never something to this magnitude. The only reason I'm doing it now is because I see way too many people trying to don their white knight armor and go on a crusade against this faceless menace who we don't even know what they're capable of. Just exhibit caution. And I know someone's gonna say, "Oh, Mama Lil." No, no, I'm being serious. I'm being 100% serious. If you end up getting hacked or something happens to you, it was fair warning. And if you didn't watch this, it's still a fair warning. I'm still gonna spread it around. I'm gonna keep more vigilant eye on my Discord server and my friends, but especially my Discord server. Make sure everyone's being safe. I'm gonna probably be a pain in the ass, but I don't want anything else like this happening. This already happened to a big iconic community, literally the leader of this community, and I just want the situation to blow over. If people have conspiracy theories or theories about what might actually be going on, then sure. But I would also exhibit with caution that if you are friends with anyone in SMG4 circle and you think, oh, this is going to be some juicy drama, this isn't some juicy drama. Information like financial stuff, like money and stuff, shouldn't be slinged around like it's a fucking toy. This can ruin somebody's life. Please treat this situation seriously. And it might be like, oh, Luke and Kevin are laughing about it. Honestly, they shouldn't be laughing about it. I don't know why they're kind of treating this kind of like half-heartedly. Maybe it's just trying to mask their own like fear or worry of what's going on. I hypothesize they will eventually make a video about the situation. And if they do, only one or two things are going to happen. They're going to probably buckle down and be serious and talk about the seriousness of cyber safety and safety of their channel. Or they're going to try, which I hope they don't, they're going to try and push through the situation, act like it didn't happen, just say it's resolved and don't speak further on it. And if that's the case, then it just makes the situation even more sus. Just please exhibit safety, be careful, and don't do anything crazy. I'll see you guys later. Love you, peace. I'm pulling out of this video. Yeet.